Hey guys, welcome to Podmio. Satish and Gare here from Dallas, Texas. Now, the goal of this video is to actually show you what Podmio can do for you in a little more detail than our sales video. Got it? Let's go ahead and take a look. So at this point, I'm logged into my Podmio dashboard. Now, when I'm logged in, initially, it's going to look empty, right? So first step is to actually, you have two options. Option number one is if you already have a podcast hosting company, or if you're moving over to us, you're going to click on your name. You're going to click on Import Rss Feed. Now, at this point, you'll go ahead and copy and paste your old RSS feed right here. And then all you would do is, if you want to import everything, just leave this blank. Now, if you only want to import, last 10 episodes, then you can just go ahead and put in 10. But for most of you guys, you might want to import all your episodes over to us into your feed and click on Validate Feed right here. Now, what's going to happen next is we want to make sure that you actually own that feed, right? Now, all you have to do is check your email. It'll tell you where the email went out. Now, when you go to that email and make sure you verify the feed, it'll say verified just like this. Now, once that's verified, overnight, what we're going to do, we're basically going to import all your episodes, all your files, all your MP3s over to our server. So when you wake up next day in the morning, you'll actually see your podcast, on dashboard and also your episodes on the episode panel, okay? So that's only if you are, moving from somewhere else. Now, for most of you guys, you might be creating a new podcast, right? So keep in mind that Podmio can actually allow you to host as many podcasts as you want. So all you have to do is click on this little plus sign. Now, this is a folder. Now, think of folders as your little box to organize your shows, okay? So let's go ahead and enter your podcast show name. Keep in mind, you can always change everything later on if you decide to change your mind. So I want to create a podcast on iPhone X Talks, okay? I'm going to go and click on Add Folder. Okay, so I have my podcast right here ready to go. Now, a couple of things you want to make sure is click on this little icon right here and click on Settings. Now, this feed is going to be your RSS feed for your, to submitting it to iTunes and all that good stuff. At this moment, if you're just starting out, all you have to do is focus on, ignore all these things right now, click on RSS feed. Now, make sure it's enabled. Make sure to fill this out as best of your ability. For example, right here, it says your website URL. Now, if you don't have a website, go and put in your Facebook, link if you want to. Make sure to describe your podcast properly here. Make sure to add a cover image, okay? Now, we've given you, a size, 1400 by 1400 to 3000 by 3000 pixels. Now, the reason this, dimension has been given to us by Apple. It's not something we just made up overnight, okay? Keep that in mind. And your feed language, your category, and feed explicit. Basically, what that means is, does your, is your podcast going to include foul words? Is it adult contents? You never know. So if it is, make sure to select yes, okay? Once you're done, make sure to click save. You have saved it. Now, let's go back, click on setting one more time, and let's go to website, okay? Enable website. Now, for this, just fill it out best of your ability, okay? For example, if you have a blog, put the blog link. If you have a Twitter link, put it in. If you don't, just get rid of it. It's going to get rid of the icon on the website. Once you have your iTunes URL, you can put it here, your podcast name, all this good stuff, okay? Just all I'm saying is fill it out as the best of your ability. Got it? Let's go ahead and close it out. Let me enable it. Forgot to enable it. Enable it and save. Boom. Now you'll get your website right here. If you click on it, it's blank, okay? Let me show you what a website will actually look like once you're adding episodes, of course. Preview. So pretty cool website, okay? So when people click on it, they can actually listen to you. It's mobile ready and people can listen to you anytime, okay? Let's go back here. And this is the code you'll learn about later. It's basically if you want to use your own domain. Let's close this out. Now next, let's go to library. Now this is where you're going to drag and drop your MP3 files. So find your MP3 file, just drag and drop it right here, okay? You can actually upload multiple MP3s if you want to. Now, this MP3 is going to be used for your podcast episodes, and on top of that, your advertisements as well. Got it? Now, once you have it right there, we're good to go. Let's go to episodes. Now on episode, we're going to go and create a new episode, create new episode right here. Now let's go ahead and name our episode right here. A lot of people want to name it episode 101 dash, I don't know, opening, I don't know, using iPhone X, whatever you want, okay? You got that. You can also go ahead and change your cover image right here. Your MP3 link can be selected from here. The one we uploaded should be somewhere here. I'm going to select just a random one for our demo purpose. We got that. Now next, we're going to go ahead and enter a website. Now this is an episode URL, so it's not a direct link to your website. Make sure that you put in episode website. It is optional. Now, what is an episode website? Now, for example, let's say on this episode you talk about, I don't know, using iPhone X. Now, let's say you have a blog and that episode belongs to that blog. So in that case, you want people to go to that blog, right? So right here, it just depends wherever you want people to go. Now, sometimes you might want to link it to your sponsor. Now, description is very, very important because iTunes, Google Play, all those platforms, Stitchers, they want to make sure that, hey, there's everything that the podcast needs to have. So here you want to go ahead and describe, we talk about, I don't know, it's up to you. Just be description, okay? Now, you can also go ahead and schedule your podcast, schedule it out. So basically, you can schedule out a podcast in the future. So January 1st, boom, 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 boom. And guess what? Your podcast, your episode will only be published at this date. So it will not go to iTunes. It will not go to any of those places until this time comes in, okay? Now, the last step is to go and click on select folder. Now, basically, where does this episode belong to? Does it belong to DFW podcast or iPhone X? So it belongs to this right here. Click on the update right here. So guess what? Your episode has been added to your folder right here. It has been added. Now let's go ahead and try to check out this website one more time, what it looks like. Remember this website, it was pretty much empty. Now we see something, right? Now let's go back. Let's close this out. Let's go to episodes. Now let's go ahead and click on the edit sign. Okay. Now customize player. Okay. Now this is your player. Let's go ahead and click on it right now. Now the website that we give you, it will have this player for you. Now sometimes, most of the time, what you might want to do is actually put this player on your website. Okay, so in that case, what you would do is basically click on the generate button. You'd basically copy and paste this code wherever you want your podcast to be. Keep in mind that it's mobile ready, so people can actually listen to your podcast from their phone, from their Bluetooth, and so on and so on. So copy this code and paste it on a WordPress site, HTML, pretty much any site to be honest, okay? For demo purpose, I'm going to show you the player from our built-in site, okay? Now let's go back here. Let's go and click on the edit button. Now, this is what the player looks like at this moment. Now, let's go back. Now, we looked at the customized player. So if you want the player, this episode to be auto-played, it's right here. Now, let's say I want to change this player. I can change it live. Take a look at this. See how that looks. Let's go and click on update. Let's go back here to my website. And on my website, let's check it out. Let's go and refresh it, okay? Now, it should change the color. It did, okay? It's not the prettiest thing ever since I didn't made it like random red, but you get the idea.
You are listening.
You get the idea, right? Let's go back here. Now, that was for customizing the player. Now, leads, okay? Now, you need to be able to capture your leads. Click on enable leads. Keep in mind, you can customize the button. You can customize. So basically, when someone opts in, they'll actually get an email. So you can build your fan base, followers, actual email. So when people subscribe to you on iTunes, they can still do that with this platform too. The only thing is that when people subscribe via iTunes, you don't have their email. You don't have their name. How are you going to communicate with them? You can't. They're Apple's customer. They're Google's customer. They're Stitcher's customer. They're iHeart's and they're Spotify's customer. They're not your customer. At this point, they're going to be your customer. Let's go and update it. Let's go ahead and refresh it. You're going to notice something. Keep in mind, everything works mobile as well. Look at this button, okay? Remember, you can always change this button from here. You can change. Let's go and click on it one more time. Okay, take a look at these things, okay? Everything here can be customized here. Now, right here says, thank you for subscribing. Basically, when people subscribe, that's the email they will get in. So, for example, if I wanted to subscribe, let me go ahead and put in name here. Okay, email here at gmail.com. Let's go ahead and click on subscribe. It says thank you. Basically, what happened is it basically sent out this email that you put in on your configuration. Now, what kind of email should you be sending? You should be sending emails, for example, give people, introduce yourself to people, introduce them with your iTunes URL, introduce them with other stuff, okay? So you want to make sure that, these subscribers become your fans, okay? Or basically just thank them for subscribing, okay? So that's how you subscribe people. Now, when people subscribe, they go to this place called leads. Remember this? Name here, email here, podcast here. So when people subscribe, they'll actually come here. That's pretty cool. From here, you have an option of exporting this file information. You can filter it via where did they actually sign up from. You can figure that out from here as well. Now let's go back to, that's where they come in. Now the next step is clicking on broadcast. Now what is a broadcast? Now think of broadcast as an autoresponder. It is an autoresponder. Basically, it allows you to send out mass email to your leads and your subscribers. Now basically what this means is that you do not need to buy a new autoresponder. All you have to do is this. If you want to send it to everyone right here, or if you want to send it to only, I don't know, just people on iPhone, just everyone who's subscribed to iPhone X Talks, that's it. Send out your email right here. That's an option. Or let's say people signed up for your Pacific episode, this one right here. What you might want to do is send those people an email. Makes sense? So when you're on a podcast, tell people, hey people, go ahead and subscribe to this, episode by clicking on the subscribe button. I'll send you a gift, okay? When you say that, people will subscribe. And you have an opportunity to not only do that, you can also go and send them an affiliated offer, promotions, or something to make money from. Make sense? Your goal is to make money. There we go. You can schedule out your email as expected, right? That's pretty cool. Let's go back to episodes. Let's click on the edit button one more time. Now we looked at this. Let's look at promo. Now, what is a promo? Promo is advertisement, okay? Now, let's go and enable promo. Now, you can pretty much go to here and you can create your promotions. Okay, it's very simple. I'm not going to get much into it. You can pretty much enter an audio link. You can put in your sponsor's link, your button, everything here, okay? Don't worry about it too much at this point. Let's go here. Let's go ahead and click on promo. Enable, click from the library. Now, I have my ads from the other page. I added the ad. Now, if I want the ad as an intro, outro, okay, I'm going to go ahead and click on update. Now, you're wondering, what is that skip button? Now, whenever you're watching a YouTube video, you see that skip button sometimes, and sometimes you don't see it. That's exactly what this is. So if you want to allow people to skip your advertisement, you enable a skip button. If you don't, people cannot skip. They're forced to watch, let's listen to your advertisement and take a look at your ad, okay? So the way ad works is people listen to an audio. People will also be able to see things visually. Let's go ahead and update it. Let's go ahead and check it out, okay? I'm going to go ahead and refresh it. I'm going to go ahead and click play. That was actually an advertisement playing. So advertisement will play till this minute, right? So as long as the audio is, that's how long this advertisement will play. Now take a look at this. This is the image. This is the description. This is the skip button. When people click on this, people will be able to go to that website. Okay, makes sense? Now let's go and skip it. Then the podcast will start playing. Now once the podcast has is at the end, it will play the advertisement one more time because we enabled it as an outro as well. Okay, makes sense? Let's go back here. Very simple. the advertisement will not only play on people's computer, but also on their mobile phones, iPhones, Android, pretty much all the phones and tablets as well. Just keep that in mind. Now, next, we have payments, okay? So basically, if you enable payments, now you have an option of if you want to charge people one-time fee or if you want to do a recurring fee. It's up to you. Now, let's say I put in 10 here, okay? Now, if I do update, let me go to back to my website. You're going to notice one more button that says donate. Okay. We can change that button by going here. So, I don't know, premium. Depends, right? Now, right here, this is an email that goes out to customers when people actually subscribe, okay? So what's a good way to use it now? Number one is thank them. Number two, sometimes you might be like, hey guys, go ahead and hit that premium button and I'll send you this, right? Does that make sense? So you can actually go ahead and reward your customers. Make sense? So put that in here, update. Let's go back here. Let's go ahead and click on refresh. And premium. Ting, look, they'll get charged $10 one-time fee, and people can pay from all over the world, not just from, US. Anywhere people can actually go ahead and make payment. They can even go ahead and decide to pay you more if they want to, okay? It's up to them. We can also go back here, click on payments, make it recurring payment, meaning you're going to get paid each month. There's more detail about this, but we'll talk about that once you actually go ahead and grab this platform, okay? Premium. Now take a look at this. Now it's a little different because it says each month until canceled. Make sense? Let's go and close it out. So that means you can get paid as well. On top of it, on this player, notice that people can share, they can download, volume, everything is there. It'll work on the mobile phones as well. Cool. Now, that was that. Now let's go to our name right here. Let's click on transactions. Now notice something, okay? So payment received, it'll give you a total amount on different currencies. And it'll show you all the transactions here. You can sort your transaction from here as well. You can always export the file. At the bottom, it shows you how much money you're expecting each month. So recurring means each month, how much money are you going to be making? It says $5,580. So this is how much you'll make each month from all these people who subscribe to a recurring payment. Now that was payment. Let's go to episode one more time. Now on the episode, we have a couple of more things, okay? So you can take a look at analytics. So we have two kinds of analytics. One analytics is episode-based, meaning, it's specific to the episode. It'll tell you how many new listeners, how many returning downloads, most used device. You can see the country map. You can see device, iPhone, browser, countries, new, all this. You can see it right here very easily. So this was episode based, okay? This was episode based. Let's go to dashboard. Let's go and click on this icon one more time. This one doesn't have any data since I just made it. I want to go ahead and check this out. Analytics. Now in this case, this is an analytics for your entire show, okay? Not just one episode. There's more into analytics. You'll be able to take a look at it once you go ahead and grab the platform. Okay, you can go ahead and take a look at this. Let's go back. You can zoom it out and this. Let's go to dashboard. Now let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of things. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and use this as an example. So let's say you wanted to go ahead and place one code. This code. If you put this code on your website, what's going to happen is, let's go and show it to you. So basically it will add a playlist, meaning as you add more episodes, it's going to add more episode to this playlist. So once you go ahead and copy and paste this code on your website, it's going to get updated with your new shows, automatically. Make sense? Pretty cool. It's a playlist, and keep in mind you also have an option of analytics here, feed, website settings. Everything is right here. Now, if you were thinking now, okay, Satish, you told me how to do all this. How do I submit, my, podcast and everything to iTunes and other places? You click on your name or click on tutorials. If you go here, everything I talked about and everything in detail, there is tutorials. We're going to keep adding more features and tutorials here as well. So publishing it to iTunes, it's pretty simple. So it's step by step, okay? Google Play, Spotify will add more. So everything is right here for you, how to set up your payments. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour. Go ahead and take action and get this platform right now. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. Thank you so much.